e-TERNITY. Hi, I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you don't know why you're here yet, stick around because, well, that's what I do.
Learning loving and loving living.
I do.
So
just about all of my videos,
that's what this series is all about.
I help you figure out.
And that's why it's important for you to go back and take a peek at one of those videos that'll be in the box on the side of my head, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
What you're doing here on this program, and I'll have some good suggestions. You know, I have so many exciting things going on, and what you're doing here on this planet. And at the end of this video, I have, there'll be a couple of boxes at the side of my head.
And the evolutionary process and the blossoming. All doesn't require a lot of definition. All is all. Here's the goal.
Planet. So I'm in the process of figuring that out and filming it for your viewing pleasure. So that would be one of the reasons why you'd want to go back.
And all is all.
The biggest reason you'd want to go back there, I'm going to send you far back to one of them because I want you to see the difference.
What makes me happy? Whose happiness am I here for? To get us all to come together here on the same page. And it's all about learning to rise above, learning to refocus, learning to deliberately focus on
for your viewing pleasure. So that would be one of the reasons why you'd want to go back.
But before I get into that, let me introduce myself for those of you who are new here, and there's probably lots of you because somebody probably sent you this video. I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm delighted that you're here with me today. And the reason that somebody sent you this video is because this could very possibly be the day that you remember as the day that will change your life from crappy forever to happy.
Scary. I know,
because I use the word change. And change can sometimes be scary because it's a lot of times it's unknown. It's playtime. Create you.
And that's all a lesson in figuring out about being here in the now. And I talk about this on a lot of my previous videos about letting go of the past because
as humans we like familiar.
Letting go of the past because the past has served its purpose. The past,
if it's familiar is comfortable, and sometimes getting used to the unfamiliar is uncomfortable. But I'm telling you,
is the past.
It's unknown. And as humans, we like familiar. If it's familiar is comfortable. And sometimes getting used to the unfamiliar is uncomfortable. But I'm telling you,
it contributed to creating. It contributed to creating the uniqueness of you.
The kind of changes that I'm here to tell you about today are amazing changes.
And that's what I'm here to talk about in my program.
I'm going to explain, for those of you who are not able to view me at this moment on this video, I'm going to explain what the background is to my video today because that's an integral part of the theme that I'm going to be talking about. And so behind me on my left,
allowing you to squirt out all over the place to discover the uniqueness of you. Uniqueness of you.
And the way we're going to accomplish that is by you sharing this video, just like you got it. Somebody probably shared it with you, and you got it on a silver platter. You share it on a silver.
My whole creation is based on the idea.
It represent lots of different things, but let's say in this scenario it represents mystery or the unknown or darkness.
My whole creation is based on the idea of doing something different to discover something different, to make a difference.
It probably looks like on my right to you, but anyways, on my left is the moon. And the moon platter, you share it on a silver platter with all the people on your contact list. It's as simple as that.
And so that has been my attempt since day one.
It's not complicated. It's not hard to figure out.
I have over a year now.
And then we all come together on the same page and create the kind of world
contributing to this library
that we believe
of inspiration
we deserve. And we're incredible creators because we are incredible. We are amazing. We are creators. The creators and the created.
which is all there for you.
Darkness or
So anyway,
shadow could represent the past as examples.
For you. So anyway, you'll see exactly, if you go back to one of those older ones, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about in just a few seconds.
And then on the other side here, on my right side, is the sun. And you might notice that the sun and I are twins. A lot in common, other than the fact that I smile more than him. But besides that, the sun is bright.
Is all to show what we all got going on.
Twins. We have bright and bubbly and bouncy and fun and energy.
In this lifetime, on this journey, in this now.
Energetic. And that could represent,
in our progression,
the new world that we're going into. You know, we've had a lot of New World episodes in our history.
So, you know, the thing about eternity,
like about 50,000 years ago,
I've talked about it.
Time that was referred to as the Great Leap Forward.
In a previous video.
Time when we shifted our behavior. We started burying our dead and wearing clothing and that sort of thing.
You know, how it all started was, I was bobbing around here on the pond for a while, and I'm thinking...
It was a big shift. And then, you know, there's other examples too, like, depending on your version of history, but there's one that was relatively recent.
Bobbing kind of feels good, and I had sometimes used that expression recently in a recent recording about that we're bobbing around here through eternity, which made me think about eternity, and that I wanted to talk about...
When a boat from Portugal, let's say, went sailing out and discovered a new world. It was a new world because it was different. It was so different than anything they were ever familiar with. And that's what we're moving into, a new world. It involves getting used to it. It involves doing something different to discover something different.
You know, I have another video. It goes back a while now. Oh, well, probably this time last year.
And I talk about that on a lot of my previous videos for a reason. There's a reason why you want...
Where I'm completely naked.
To discover different, and there's a reason why you might want to discover how you...
I filmed it around in the same pond on an island where I spend a lot of time. You may have, if you've seen me before, maybe you've seen some of my other productions from the island.
With discovering different. So there's a lot of different back there, a lot of different rays of sunshine, and lots of different lessons, lots of different episodes to take advantage of.
The island.
I'm going to tell you about...
So, anyway, the moral of that story is I'm in this particular video, although it could not appear that way, but I'm completely naked in this one, in fact, but I'm not, you know, I'm busy bobbing around at the moment. But when I'm done bobbing, I wanted to talk about eternity some more. You know, my concern about eternity is that deep down, eternity is that it seems like such a long time. You know, sometimes I remind myself about eternity, like especially if I find that I'm on the verge or over the edge or something like that. Overwhelmed. And, you know, I get bored easily. Thinking of eternity reminds me that, I'm just wondering how I'm going to deal with that. There's no big rush. However, right? Here we are. You know, we'll never get it all done. Take a little time for learning, loving, living. Take a little time to appreciate. That's what you're here. That's what you're here for. Learn some things about me. Learn some things about you. Learn some with that. You know what I mean? I'm going to land on Earth. I'm going to land on Earth, and I'm going to show you my outfit. It's a doozy. You'll like it. Okay, so here I am to illustrate my outfit. I'll just give you a little sneak preview. I have fit it for the day, and as you will see, you know, I want you to know right up front now, because I'm going to bring you right down to the socks. I don't always have my socks pulled all the way up like that, but I want you to see the whales. Okay. We're going from pumpkin to coral to flamingos.
There's the flamingos.
To the whales.
Oh. And the whales. Can you see those pretty good?
Hey, so let me show you around this area. What do you call these? Flamingo pink flamingo. Where I am. This is an area that I come. The pond is down there behind me. You can see that. And this is a pine tree grove where I come to flamingos. Okay, it's not the same pink flamingos that I had on a couple of videos ago. Okay,
do some vibe raising.
Okay, somewhere in this M section, we're in the middle of the M's right
vibrating.
now. No, we're in the middle of the N's.
Vibe raising.
And transitioning, and you know how that works, right? If you've seen my program before.
And in case you haven't figured all this out yet, that's what I do.
With transitioning, and I show that whole progression in my presentation for you. Progressing now to the end of a section, which means
I'm the vibe raiser. Vibe
progression.
I'm the vibe
we're developing into a whole. We're transforming into a whole different format. Okay?
I'm the vibe raiser.
Okay, so you're going to see some leftovers from the M section over here in the N.
And what you're doing here is,
and then you're going to see some new
getting your vibes
formats
raised,
some new ideas, some new images, some new concepts.
Right. So that's why you want to stick with me. That's why you want to come visit.
Being introduced.
Visit every once in a while. Stay in touch.
That's how this is all set up, because that's how life works.
So we'll all be together on the same page. It's playtime.
Right?
Create you.
It's the scaffolding of life.
Wait a minute. It's playtime. Create you.
That's what I show here.
That better?
The scaffolding of life. It's all about learning, loving, living.
And it's our time to shine. And you know, I don't know if you noticed, the outfit kind of complements the whole decor here, the whole color motif.
I'm so glad.
Hey, I'm really glad you were here with me today.
I'm so glad that you have chosen to stick with me. And, you know, I hope you keep popping your head in every once in a while.
Look forward to seeing you in the next one. And meanwhile,
you know, there's only...
Share kindness and share this video.
Plus, I
love that you're here with me today. Time to shine. If you found something of value here, feel free
to share this
video with someone who'll be glad.
If you're finding something interesting, if you're finding something inspirational,
with someone who will be glad you thought of them.
Enjoy if you're finding something that adds. You enjoy.
You know what I want? I want to become more popular than the Pope. Just like you, I've been through difficult times in life. I've been through pain and suffering and heartache. And the reason for that is because if I'm more popular than the Pope, that means I have a lot of people who want me. And I want
the ladder.
And I want all of them, just like I want you.
To your climb, then share this video. Do somebody else the same favor that somebody did for you.
So, the way to accomplish that is for you to share this video with some character who otherwise might not have the opportunity.
Right? That's probably how you got this. Somebody shared this video with you. You can learn from their brilliance.
To join us in this blessed connection. I'm just here to nudge, to stir up the pot a little bit. So the fate of the world is in your hands. Sorry to put a damper on your day.